Friday in the morning. Hope you guys having a good one. 8:30 on your Wednesday as we roll into the holiday season. And I met this guy a couple of weeks ago at a wine tasting at his new business, Top Shelf. Rob, say your last name here. Was it? Boken, you get them all, don't you?
Yeah, it helps me ferret out the telemarketers.
Yeah, I was going to say there, spread them up a little bit there. Top Shelf, I'm going to scoot just a little bit closer so you don't have to lean over. There we go. So yeah, Top Shelf, man, tell me about this place. It's a great place, man. I had so much fun stopping by there. New place here in town. Get the plug in there real quick. Tell us where you're at and everything.
All right, Top Shelf, finest wine and spirits. Yeah. We're brand new. We've been open 1 month.
Yeah.
We're at 2425 Scottsville Road, Suite 123, which is next door to where the Lone Star used to be, in Greenwood Courtyard. They're right between Red Lobster and Best Buy.
You know, it's a great place, and the thing I like about it is, me as a guy, I have a problem with wine. I love it, but I don't know what to order.
Right.
What's the biggest, I guess, wine 101 thing that you run into? Especially, I guess, is it more with guys or women? Do you find are less educated about wine? I guess
it's cuts across all genders, classes, races, creeds, and colors. Yeah. It's everybody. People are afraid of this stuff. And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing, because I really believe in demystifying it. It's not that scary once you get in there and kind of wait around a little bit.
Well, okay, let's jump right in there, because you walked me through it when I stopped by there. What's the wine I think that most people want? You know, like you're not honestly your official wine connoisseurs, people really know it, but you're Joe Blow wine guy going to a dinner party for Christmas maybe. Right. What's the kind of wine that they want to be drinking?
Generally speaking, they want something that's easy, to get into, something sweet, like Moscato d'Asti from Italy, or the variants thereof. Riesling is a big deal. Champagne is usually pretty easy to get into because it's fizzy, kind of reminds you of a soft drink. So, those are usually your go-to wines for somebody who hasn't really tried them out before.
Now, what does a good bottle of wine cost? I know you're affordable over there. Everything's so affordable there, which is what I like as well. But if somebody's thinking about giving one as a gift, putting one under the Christmas tree, maybe bringing one to an office party, maybe for the boss or coworker as a gift. What's a good amount? What's a fair amount to spend on someone?
Well, the great thing about wine today, as opposed to 20 years ago, is that there's good bottles everywhere from about $8.99 all the way up.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what we really focus on. Everything at Top Shelf is 80% of our wine stock's 20 and under, but it's all good. Because we, as a staff, have hand selected everything in the store. So you can pick out, something costing $15. You can pick out something costing $20, or you can buy something that's $7.99 and take the label off. I mean,
Put a different price tag on it.
Exactly.
What's a good kind to give as a gift? Like what's kind of the universal? You can't go wrong with it. If I'm going to give one to your mom, or give one to your wife, or give one to a coworker, what's the one you can't go wrong with?
For this season, Prosecco from Italy.
Prosecco.
Prosecco. It's a sparkling wine.
Yeah.
It's not as fizzy as champagne. It's a little bit sweet, and it goes with anything from appetizers to desserts. So it's just, cuts across the board for anything you might need, and the bottles are pretty. So
that's what you're looking for right there. Something
absolutely.
So okay, let me think. I'm trying to get every wine question I've ever. Wine tastings.
Yes.
You guys do them every weekend, right?
Every weekend, yeah. We do Fridays 4 to 8, and then we do wine and beer tasting on Saturdays 4 to 8. We have to charge for the beer tasting because of Kentucky state law.
There you go.
But, other than that, people get a little intimidated. They hear wine tasting. What do they think? They think that there's going to be a bunch of snobby people standing around looking down their nose.
Looking with the recipe theater behind them and all that stuff. Right?
Exactly. Yeah. And, it's not that way, at least for us. I mean, we believe in educating people as fast or as slow as they want to go. I mean, you come in, if you don't know anything about wine, I'm going to treat you the same way I do somebody that I've been serving for 5 years.
Right.
I'll answer your questions, I'll let you try what's out there, and tell you what it is you're tasting, why it tastes that way, where it's from, give you the whole breakdown, because I think that people want to be educated about wine, but they're afraid to ask.
See, that's the biggest thing, because I think that you feel like you're asked dumb questions, and there's no dumb question, there's only,
Hey, I've been in this business, and I'm one of them. Yeah. I've been in this business 6 years in March, and I still don't know a tenth of what there is to know.
Wow.
So, and I'm not going to tell somebody, that I'm an expert. I'm not. But do I like wine? Absolutely. Do I know more than the average person? I don't know, maybe.
Yeah.
But I will share what I know happily.
Now, what do they when you do a wine taste and you swish it around and all that stuff? What is it? Do you have to do that, or do you drink it? I mean, because they always see people that they take a sip and they spit it out and all that. You always see that on all the TV shows.
Right.
They're just making it up for TV, or they really do that?
Well, the spitting thing comes in, like
Yeah.
I've been to a lot of trade shows and things where you'll have like 150 different wines,
Yeah.
and you can't drink all of them unless you want to be legless on the way out.
That's
So
why you spit.
that's the spitting is for big events like that.
Yeah.
You can spit if you want to at our tastings. I don't encourage it. I say
Right.
you know you taste it better if you actually swallow it.
Right.
The swirling does have a point though.
Okay.
It
Why do you
looks,
swirl it around in the cup? Everybody knows.
looks pretentious. There's a reason.
Okay.
You introduce oxygen into your wine
Okay.
by swirling it, and when you bring the oxygen in, it
Yeah.
releases the flavor. So something that might have been too dry or too aggressive
Right.
can soften up just by doing that. And so I try to get especially new customers to do that because it makes the wine taste better.
There's little things like that. So
Yeah.
now you can feel like you're a genius when you go do it. Every weekend you can do one there. Yeah, any of them you can go in any place you can go and just give a sample at these wine tastings like that. Now you can look a little bit smarter. So real quick recap here: wine for the Christmas party. If you're having turkey and ham, what would be
Okay.
the best fit for that?
For turkey, I recommend either a dry rosé from
Okay.
France or Spain, or you can go with the sparkling wine there too.
Okay.
Cava is the Spanish sparkling wine that goes with turkey really well.
Okay.
For ham, that's a little more complicated. You need something definitely that has sweetness because ham is so salty.
Gotcha.
And so back to Riesling, what we talked about earlier, from
Okay.
Germany, although they make good ones all over the world now.
Right.
Riesling, or there's a grape called Gewürztraminer that's really popular. It's also sweet. It's got
Okay.
a funny name, really tasty and easy to drink though.
Okay. So now what about dessert after the meal there? The pecan pie, chocolate cake, stuff like that.
That's where we get into my favorite section of wine, dessert
Okay.
wine.
Yes.
And I've got a ton of them because I love them so much.
Okay.
Dessert wines come from all over the world, but the best ones are from Spain. There's sherry, which
Okay.
just about everybody's heard of.
Yes.
They associate it with grandmas, but trust me, there's some really good sherry out there.
Okay.
Madeira, from a little island off the coast of Africa, of all things, and then port, which is a really dark, sweet, rich wine that goes great with chocolate, with anything with nuts in it, like you said, pecan pie,
Yes.
ice cream, or especially cheesecake.
Good stuff to know there. And what about just sitting around, opening gifts, good wine to sip on, I guess, there.
I'd go with the port again. It's
Yeah.
sort of an ideal combination with fireplaces, Christmas trees, and family events. God knows we always drink a lot of it at the holidays at my house.
Oh, yeah, don't we know that? Rob, appreciate it so much, buddy. Top Shelf, you guys are open. You can come by there. Price doesn't cost anything. You can go in there and say, hey, I'm having this for dinner. You can hook them right up with the right bottle.
Absolutely.
Good stuff, buddy. Appreciate it, man. Hey, let's do this again. This is good stuff. New Year's coming up. I want to know the stuff to do while the ball's dropping there and everything.
Let's do it.
So, good stuff there. Good people over at Top Shelf. And Rob, appreciate you, buddy, stopping by. And happy holidays to you. Okay.
And you.
Good stuff. 8:38 Tony Rose Morning Show. 100.7 Sam FM.